Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. So this is the first major tournament after the Paris Olympics. It's good to be back. I thought we would have had a rule change by now, but maybe that's coming soon. But anyway, let's talk about the action on day one. Some really nice throws from Kondo Hayato here. How about that one? A nice Seoi Otoshi. A nice Uchimata that I showed at the beginning of this video. But he got thrown in his next match, and so he didn't make it through to the quarterfinals. This guy, Enzo Jean, someone who I've never seen before for the French team, but we're in a new Olympic cycle, so they're going to start bringing out new names. And he had some good judo throughout the day, so we're going to start and have a look at some of his highlights. So in this contest, Kondo came forward, and I like that he was going forward, even though he ended up in the osaikomi here. He was trying something. What are you going to do? Now this is the bronze medal contest. It's Rafilov versus Jean, and I'll show you where Jean lost just after we have a look at this. Rafilov ends up getting a nice Yoko Tomoenage for a Wazari, and then Jean comes back, similar technique to what he threw Kondo with, that Kochi Makikomi. I don't know what it is, but there's something about French guys and Kochi Makikomi. I've seen a lot of them do it. Now this is where he lost, and it's up against Davlatov. Now Davlatov from Kazakhstan, absolutely incredible stuff. Have a look at this piece of Ashiwaza again, counters it beautifully. So Jean, he took a bronze medal, and let's talk about Davlatov. He's another young guy, 22 years of age, someone who I haven't seen before, but he just seemed really experienced out there, really excited to see more from him. Here's that exact same choke again, sets it up nicely from a bit of Ashiwaza, gets him down, and then jumps on top of it. Now this is the final Yusifov from Azerbaijan against Davlatov, and this is a really nice exchange. Sore, Seoi Nage. Now this is earlier on in the contest, so there's no shidos, there's no reason for Yusifov to kind of push the pace like this. And Davlatov just kind of waiting for his opportunity. And it does come, there's that counter again that we saw earlier on. So you got Jean with this Ashibarai, got Yusifov with it, gold medal for him. Really nice stuff. You know, with Smetov taking a gold medal, these Kazakhstan guys, they're going to be so much more motivated heading forward. I think we're going to see a lot of strong judoka come out of Kazakhstan in the next couple of years. So Yusifov, he took a silver, and in the semi-final he took out Bayramov, who is a really strong competitor at this weight category. So Azerbaijan, they've got a bit of competition going at under 60, which is good to see. Also at under 60, another strong Georgian competitor, Modebadze, someone who I haven't heard of before. So it seems to be kind of a trend at the Zagreb Grand Prix, just a lot of new guys, young guys, coming out and showing their skills. Check out this Uranage from Adamian. This is a really nice one. And then lastly guys, in the other bronze medal contest we had Bayramov against Lesuik. Bayramov, he really took Lesuik out, threw him twice with Seoi Nage. So next we'll move on to under 66, and just more people that I haven't heard of before. This guy from Britain, Michael Fryer. You know, one of the greatest things about judo is people can just come out of all sorts of countries, such an international sport. Now have a look at this front Uchimata. And then he made it all the way to the finals, and he was up against another guy from Kazakhstan, Rakhmet Kali. But when was the last time you saw a person from Great Britain, especially in the male categories, make it all the way to the finals? So Michael Fryer, definitely keep an eye on him. Now check out this crazy Tomoenage variation from Rakhmet Kali. Kind of that reverse Kataguruma entry into the Juji. And here's another highlight from him. Now next up, this is one of the bronze medal contests. We've got Pashayev against Gombas. Now have a look at this nice piece of Ashiwaza. I've seen this 3 times already today. Actually, we're going to make that 4. Here it is. You can't just be tapping the inside of the leg like that. Really got to put in a good attack or people are going to counter you. Now the other bronze medal contest, we had Fix from Israel against Zurakishvili from Georgia. Another Georgian who I haven't heard of before, and he had a really nice technique. Have a look at this. Somewhere between a Koshiguruma and a Tayotoshi, Seoi Otoshi. Really nice technique. Here he is doing it in another contest. And then just lastly, before we get into the women's results, one really nice ippon from Pashayev that I really liked at under 66. Kosotogake on the return here, but he does it with that big cross grip over the top. Really nice. So we'll start down at under 48, and we'll begin with the 2 bronze medal contests. Gerstjes from the Netherlands winning with a nice Uchimata here. And then Perot, this is a really nice Seoi Nage. And I kind of like what they did with the camera angles there. 3 camera angles until they found the right one. That was really nice work. Double sleeve. Have a look at it again. Now we'll talk about the two finalists. And the first one is Tainbayeva from Kazakhstan. So Kazakhstan really doing well in day one. But Tainbayeva, she ended up facing up against Koga Wakana, and she's a bit of a force. She looks a bit small for the weight class sometimes, but she manages to get it done. Look at that Ashiguruma for Ippon. Maybe a little bit of an overthrow, but I think they should just score overthrows like that. Ippon, it looks great. But we all know Koga, she's really good on the ground. Great Nawaza. So an Uchigari here into the Osaikomi. And then this is the final contest here. Another Uchigari. And this is a nice bit of Nawaza on the ground here. Tainbayeva, she tries to do what she can to escape out of this. And she does find one little escape route, but Koga, she readjusts. So here she is, Tainbayeva, escaping. Now, Koga's hard on that arm, which makes her roll over. And the gi is doing all sorts of things. But Koga, it doesn't matter to her. Look at this. She's really yanking on that arm. And if that was me, my arm would probably be broken. So this was good for the Japanese team. Obviously, Kondo, he didn't take a medal, and then they had no competitors at under 66. Moving on to under 52 now. And this is Omori. And this is the final against Sanchez. No score given for that Ashiguruma, but she managed to get it done on the ground. Now Omori, she actually comes to my dojo occasionally, and you can always see her on the side, teaching the other girls a bit of Nawaza. So this is definitely her game. She's very good on the ground, although she's got some good skills in the Tachiwaza as well. And her sister, they've got this kind of kosoto they do, and it's very strong, but it also sets up things like this. So Omori, a really nice gold medal for her, but she's in a hard spot with Abe Uta. It's going to be really hard to get past her and get selected for the Olympics. So Sanchez, she took a silver. And now we'll move on to the bronze medals. And we've got Gonzalez, someone, just another person in this video who I have not heard of before, from France. And then Bodnarova in the bronze medal contest gets a nice counter here. This is a really nice counter to someone going in for a makikomi. So might just want to save this one for later. It's a good one. And then lastly guys, under 57. So in the final we had Mokhtar and Puljes. Mokhtar, someone I definitely know. But in this video there has been just so many people, so many new people stepping up to the plate. So we'll talk about the bronze medals as well. Fawaz, another French person, so 2 medals at under 57 for France. And then lastly guys, Lokhtar from Kosovo. She took the other bronze on the other side of the bracket. Nice bit of Nawaza here. She was down at Wazari, comes back, gets the Osaikomi, and takes a bronze medal. It's always a good way to do it. Anyway guys, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.